Hello viewers, welcome again in my YouTube lecture series. Today we explore one of the most dramatic turning point in Vyāsa Mahābhārata, the assembly hall, Sabha Parva, the dicing and its sequels. These episodes are not just stories of gambling and exile, but a profound moral lesson about dharma, pride, and the silence of the wise. This short episode is prescribed in BA English major semester 1. So this video is more important for semester 1 students who's who are students of BA English major. Welcome to the world of Vyāsa Mahābhārata. Today we uncover of its most dramatic episode, the assembly hall, the dicing and its sequel. These events charge the course of the epic forever. They are not just take of gambling and exile, but lesson about dharma, pride, greed, and silence. The Pandavas ruled with prosperity. Their grand hall, built by the demon, architected by Maya, was a wonder of illusion. Shining floors, crystal lakes, deceptive design. It was a symbol of the power. Such a beauty and grandeur of the palace where the Sabha was located. But when Duryodhan visited, he was humiliated. He fell into pools he thought were floors and mistook floors of water. His humiliation turned into envy, and envy into hatred. The hall of pride became the seed of disaster. The first dicing. Shakuni invited Yudhishthira to a dice game. As a king and warrior, Yudhishthira could not refuse, bonded by dharma. He sat at the table, but the dice were loaded. Shakuni played with tricky. Yudhishthira lost his jewels, his kingdom, his brothers, himself, and finally Draupadi. The dice game was not just chance, it was destiny. It showed how dharma, when followed without wisdom, can lead to adharma. That means, if a dharmraj, a person who followed dharma but don't use wisdom, that following dharma becomes adharma. So dharma is that follow with wisdom. The dice game was not just a chance, it was destiny. It shows how dharma, when followed without wisdom, can lead to adharma. Draupadi question in scene 3. Draupadi was dragged into the assembly, into the sabha. Draupadi was dragged into assembly, insulted, mocked, and treated as property. She was dragged, insulted, mocked, and treated as a property. Yet she stood fearless. She asked. There was a question and she wanted to answer. And she asked to the Sabha, if Yudhishthira lost himself, if Yudhishthira lost himself first, did he still have the right? Did he still have the right to stake me? अगर युधिष्ठिर खुद अपने आप को हार गया है, पहले ही हार गया है, तो क्या युधिष्ठिर को यह अधिकार है द्रौपदी को दांव पे लगाने का? वो तो खुद हारा हुआ है, वो खुद अब युधिष्ठिर के पाले में है, तो हारा हुआ व्यक्ति किसी स्वतंत्र आदमी पे कैसे स्टेक लगा सकता है? And that was the question of the Draupadi. Her question shook the hall, but the great elders, Bhishma, Drona, Vidur, remained silent. Their silence was more painful than Shakuni deceit. Shakuni deceit is one angle, and not giving the answer of Draupadi is more sinner than Shakuni trick. When human failed her, divine grace intervened. Her sari became endless, protecting her dignity. Draupadi became the voice of truth in hall of cowardice. Dhritarashtra, afraid of Draupadi's curse, restored the Pandavas' honor, but Duryodhana was not satisfied. He demanded another game. The second game, sequel. The second game sealed the fate of the Pandavas. The second game sealed the fate of Pandavas. 12 years of forest, exile, and 1 year in disguise. From the moment the bond of the Kuru family was broken, the path to war inevitable. The great war became inevitable. The dice had rolled not just in the hall, but in destiny itself. Theme and the moral of this sequel and sequence. These episodes teaches us timeless lesson. Pride turns into envy and envy destroy families. Dharma without wisdom becomes destroyer. Silence in the face of injustice is equal to sin, sin sin. And Draupadi remained us that truth and courage can shine even in the darkest hall. कहने को तो बहुत कुछ कहा जाता है महाभारत में। लोग दुर्योधन और कर्ण और कौरव को दोषी मानते हैं और हैं भी, लेकिन एक हमारे यहाँ एक कहावत है ना कि शुरुआत किसने की। आप धर्मराज थे, आप क्षत्रिय थे, आप राजा हैं और धर्म से जुड़े हुए हैं, तो आप ना नहीं कर सकते हैं। तो इसका मतलब हर गलत काम को आप ना नहीं कर सकते। आप जानते हैं कि जुआ खेलना अच्छी बात नहीं है, लेकिन एक तरफ आपने सोचा कि हम राजा हैं, हम इनकार कैसे कर सकते। क्या ये सीन नहीं है, क्या ये पाप नहीं है। दूसरा, जब जुआ में युधिष्ठिर खुद हार जाता है, तो हारा हुआ बंदा किसी दूसरे अपनी पत्नी को कैसे हार सकता है। और तीसरा, सभा में जब द्रौपदी क्वेश्चन करती है कि मैं कैसे प्रॉपर्टी हूं, तो सभी लीडर्स, सभी बुजुर्ग, सभी विद्वान जन चुप क्यों हो जाते। जो होना था वो तो होता ही है, नियति तो अपना खेल खेलता ही है। दिस इज द जस्ट द सिंपल एंट्रेंस ऑफ द महाभारत। महाभारत को तो पूरा नहीं पढ़ना है, इसमें सिर्फ उसका डाइसिंग गेम का एक चैप्टर है आपके सिलेबस में, जिसे मैंने समझाया है, बताया है। लेकिन इतना से काम नहीं चलेगा, यू हैव टू रीड होल द एपिक, पूरा एपिक पढ़ना होगा, समझना होगा। आज के लिए इतना ही। अगर मेरा वीडियो अच्छा लगे तो लाइक करें, सब्सक्राइब करें, शेयर करें। थैंक यू वेरी मच।